Brand new floor plan at the time of this filming. This is an Eagle 24.5 CKTS here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. What is this camper? Why would you want it? Who's it for? That's what I'm going to try to answer here. And if you appreciate the information and the education you're given along the way, all I ask is the opportunity to earn your business at my family's dealership here in beautiful Coldwater, Michigan. We're one click away. If you're on YouTube, I leave you a link in the video description down here. It says check for price and availability. That'll give you the price tag. That'll show you if we have one in stock. It'll also show you how we have the one in stock equipped, because it could be different from the one you see here in this video. So never hesitate to call to verify equipment. Like I said, at the time of this filming, brand new floor plan. It's the smallest Jayco fifth wheel in their lineup. It is, I just looked, I want to say 7,400 some odd pounds. Let me verify here because weight's going to be an important factor on this one. Too many numbers. Oh, 7,635. That's why I double checked. 7,635 pounds. What's nice is the majority of your slide out weight is on or behind the axles. That means the tongue weight of this one is manageable. That means this is one of the few fifth wheels that I can, in personal good conscience, say could be appropriate for specifically equipped half tons. So half-ton towable, if you got the right half-ton. You got a, you know, the little V6 non-eco boost thing, you don't want to be towing this. But there are half-tons that can tow this comfortably, and probably any 3/4 ton is going to be just fine. It is a very large little camper. It's a triple slide. It's got tons of space inside. They've done an amazing job of that. And what's funny is, it's actually a very old classic floor plan that Jayco dusted off the books and said, oh, if we put some modern technology into this thing, we can really spark it up, and it's going to be amazing. And they've done a good job of that here. Now, I've had people say the exterior is tan. Some people say it's gray. It is neither. It is what I call grayish. It's in between. If I park it next to a tan trailer, it looks gray. If I park it next to a gray trailer, it looks tan. It's kind of whatever color you want it to be. So I've had people say, from just watching the video, well, that's ugly. You don't even know. You need to come and take a look at it. You don't have a clue. I mean, case in point, tan, gray. It's in between. It's a very weird color. Now up front, there's a lot of really cool little stuff going on here, and this is what I want to point out. Up front, you actually have room for like multiple batteries, which you can't get in a lot of smaller fifth wheels, so it's cool to have that. Now this is fully vacuum laminated sidewalls and slide walls and rear wall. So they've got more structure, more insulation, more lamination going there. Well, more consistent insulation, not necessarily more in terms of R factor. But with that, you've got a guaranteed structural integrity going on here. If you can't pound on the side of a slide out, that doesn't mean the trailer's bad. It means that it could be. There's reasons RV designers build things in different ways, and there is more than one way to skin a cat. There's not only one good way to build an RV. What is nice is their insulation package, the Climate Shield insulation package on this. You know, forced air, heated, insulated enclosed belly, insulated slide outs, extra insulated roof and nose cap and pin box. That's another area people don't realize. Most manufacturers don't insulate above that pin box. That means that there's literally, from a thermodynamic standpoint, a hole in the floor directly below your bed that's going to freeze you at night. You don't have that problem here. Now, the all your lights, inside, outside, every side, are LEDs, so that you don't have to worry about you know, replacing bulbs and marker lights and stuff. A lot of RVs have LED interiors now. This is Jayco's one of the first that had LED exteriors across the board. So there's a lot of guys chasing them that way. You also see lots of windows, a little RV with lots of windows, and this is one area they are not beaten at all. Best in class factory installed towing hitch, not accessory hitch. That is a hitch rated for towing. This has a 3,000 pound pull rating with a 300 pound tongue limit. Even includes the 4-way plug wiring, standard from the factory. If you have a boat or a little trailer or something like that that you want to take out into the woods and you want to go hunting, camping or something like that, this is the fifth wheel for doing that. You can be an absolute luxury style compared to a common hunting shack. People often ask too, with that kitchen slide, does that take up your patio space? No. Do your stairs take up your patio space? Not really, because the slide out doesn't stick out past the stairs. You really don't lose anything here. That awning goes out like 10 feet. You're not losing anything. Here's another thing I should have talked about right away. There is nobody in the business with a better warranty than Jayco. There might be one or two that match it. There is no one. There's no such thing as this fictitious 3-year warranty people want you to believe. There is no one that has a better warranty. There's also no one that has easier service, because if, let's say in your 2nd year, God forbid, something fluke happens and your refrigerator goes down. You don't have to call the refrigerator manufacturer. We call Jayco for you, and then they fix it, and then they argue with the refrigerator manufacturer. You get fixed. Now we've got power front leveling jacks, power rear stabilizer jacks, so everything is push button easy, and you've got a really aggressive patio space on this one. That is something that's nice. You got a big power awning on here. We also have a very traveling friendly suspension. This is the Moride CRE 3000 suspension, compression rubber equalization. What that does is it has 3 inches of vertical wheel travel, because that's what you want from suspension, is vertical shock dampening, not horizontal shock dampening. So this makes a little more sense to me. The aluminum entry steps right here, those just make it easier for coming and going. And notice where the outside speakers are. They're down in the skirt. 2 things. That puts them down where you can actually hear them, instead of way up high where the neighbors can hear them and not appreciate your music, because your neighbor always likes crap music and you like good music. You ever notice that? Also, they didn't have to drill a 4-inch hole in a laminated wall. So that speaker's at a point where, let's say somehow, for whatever reason, water actually slips in behind that speaker. Who cares? It doesn't hurt this 5th wheel, because that's just a skirt. It's not a wall. The water's just going to dribble down the other side of the skirt. I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, it literally does not matter. It doesn't matter. Now, if you see one of these on the back of a Jayco, that means that there's going to be an RVQ grill equipped, a bumper-mounted grill. We thought, you know, with the awning coming right next to the back of the trailer, that's a swing arm grill where it can swing around to face the side of the trailer next to the door. Even if it's rainy, you could hop out that door, flip your burger, hop back inside, no problem. You know, you never have to worry about smoking out your interior. The entry door is strutted, and I like that so it doesn't smack into the slide out. Now, you know, Schwinn slides, which is what we're looking at, this is an in-wall slide out. Schwinn slides got a bad rap when they first came out. They're an awesome product. They were implemented incorrectly when they first came out. And I want to tell you from personal experience about 5 minutes ago, something I absolutely love about this slide out, and frankly I don't talk about it enough. You see how these kitchen drawers stick out past the slide out wall? Well, when I first came to this 5th wheel, the drawers were closed, or so I thought. This drawer had actually opened behind the slide flange. When the slide out was all the way in, the drawer opened behind it, and this door handle was catching on the inside of that slide out. But you notice how they're not damaged? That's because Schwinn slides are one of the only, if not the only, pressure-sensitive system on the market. It detected there was an obstruction, and it stopped moving. I kept hitting the button because I thought there was something wrong with the slide, and the slide would not move. I had to fully retract that slide out and try it again, and it didn't work again. And after I retracted it a second time, I walked inside and I realized that drawer was obstructing the slide out. So the slide stopped. Instead of ripping the drawer off, which every other slide system is going to do, it did not do that here. I was so thankful that was there. It prevented damage. It prevented possible, serious, potential service needs. It eliminated so many problems. It did its job gloriously. I couldn't have asked it to do a better job. You know, so it's as close to idiot-proof as it can get. Case in point, I'm the idiot. Use me as an example. It worked. It worked so good. We'll come back to the kitchen in a minute. I want to stand up here on the steps to give you an idea. This thing has a beautiful, big living room. And what you're going to look at and say, oh, that's a small 5th wheel. Look at this. You've got all kinds of space in here. This thing is awesome. By the way, this is called the Cashmere Decor. Led Zeppelin would be proud, I think. And there are different interior decors. There's lighter, darker, browner, grayer, more neutral, different neutrals, you know. So this is what one decor looks like. Also, we have put a freestanding table in here because we looked at this and said this is a gorgeous couples coach. Standard, it has an odd L-shaped lounge dinette. and we said, you know what, you've already got this beautiful rear sleeper sofa. That's a full hide-a-bed, by the way. Let's make this a very comfortable couples coach. And you've got a pair of full-time couples chairs. This is very much, they really kind of took this from diesel pushers, but I don't know of anyone else in this class, in the smaller fifth wheel class, that does the 2-chair plus 2 fold-out chair dinette setup. This is beautiful. Most of the time it's going to be just the two of you. Most of the time you don't need those extra chairs. So when you're not using them, they can store in the passenger storage, they can store under the bed, which has easy strut lifts, and when you need them, they fold right out. You see, they match the decor. When they fold out, they actually match the seating height of these chairs, and you have an extension leaf here for guests for elbow room. Everybody wins. Let's go ahead and finish out this slide while we're looking at it here. You'll notice this is actually being a walk in and out slide out. They do the little drop down floor flush slide, and that is insulated, remember. Eagles insulate their slides, especially with the Glacier package that we have here. That means that whether it's super hot or super cold, it'll stay comfortable in here. Now, this is really an alternative, a little bit smaller alternative to the 27.5 RLTS Jayco Eagle HT model. This is just its little brother. Accomplishes most of the same things. You've got that same corner entertainment center with the swing out TV and storage behind for your DVDs and whatnot, or as my grandfather would call it, his Baptist medicine cabinet. Granted, he was a Baptist, so I guess it's okay that he said that. All-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player, pretty common nowadays, and good storage below. Some people see a corner entertainment like this and they want the electric fireplace. Some people want the storage, and it never fails. Whatever one I have in stock is the wrong one. So give me a call and let me know whatever else you're looking for. I'm not sure if the electric fireplace is available in this floor plan. Being new, I'm not that intimately aware of it yet. So I mentioned previously that is a full trifold memory foam hide-a-bed sleeper sofa, so plenty of room for guests or grandkids. Also, that hide-a-bed sofa sits a lot nicer than a common jackknife sofa you'll find in similar models from other brands. I also like the accent color walls on your Eagle HTs, or your whole Eagle family. That darker side of the slide wall gives it the perception of super, super depth and just a real luxury. Now, here's something small fifth wheels don't usually have. Whisper quiet air. You don't see the air conditioner, but you do see these two air returns right here. I've heard all kinds of different numbers. The most recent one I heard is that it is 70% quieter. I've heard all the way down to 90. I guess it depends on who you talk to. What I do know this from personal experience, and I've never put a decibel meter in here, it's much quieter. And Jayco's new Helix air ducting system is actually more efficient than a non-whisper quiet AC. So not only is it quieter, it'll get cooler, faster, and stay to temp more easily. Sofa side stands with outlets to charge your phones, or let's say you have two adult guests sleeping back here and they need CPAP machines. They can sleep with their CPAP machines on your guest bed. How cool is that? All windows open for ventilation. Slide sides, toothpicks, monster rear window, everything opens for ventilation. They're 80% UV tinted. We can see out, people cannot see in. Here, best example of that ever. Let me hop back outside. I can see out this window. You can't see in that window. That's how it works, just like automotive tint. It's just really heavily tinted. That's going to give you privacy. It's going to keep the RV cooler because less sun can get in here, about 80% less, in fact. Looks cool. So, great overhead storage, and you notice it's self-strutted, so you don't have to hold it open with your head. And this is something I love. This little remote control over here, I was playing with this when I got in the camper. Wireless little USB rechargeable remote. You can activate your patio awning lights. You can play with your stabilizers, your power front landing gear. You can level this coach right from here. You don't have to have an automatic leveling system, guys. People, they're so afraid. That's what it is, guys. People are too afraid of RVing. And they want to go with what the marketing guy has convinced them is the simple, easy answer. You don't need automatic leveling. Fifth wheels have existed for decades, like 50 years without automatic leveling. It's nice, but on a little coach like this, you just don't need that big, expensive system. I like your front power jacks, by the way, they level the coach. The rear stabilizers keep it from walking around. So everything on this is still push button easy. There's no manual cranking involved. That's what you're really trying to accomplish. Stainless sink and actual metal hardware here in the kitchen. Nicer pull-out sprayer faucet type stuff. You've got nicer hardware. I can save you some money on another brand if you're okay with dropping down an amenity level. Looking around here, we've got a huge storage area under the Peninsula countertop here. They didn't waste an ounce of that. You want a big trash can? How about several? You can get a lot in here, and multiple sets of power outlets for Appliance Central over there. Let's hop up front. I like how they put this in the wall from the factory. If this isn't here from the factory, you cannot safely, reliably add that aftermarket because there's nothing in a laminated wall for the screw to bite into if they don't plan on it being there. Bathroom, dual entry. Get to it from the hallway, get to it from the bedroom, you know, get to it from the skylight if you're really skinny, maybe. Oh, here's another difference, the fans. I always forget to talk about this. This is, they call it like a rain-proof fan. You can leave this fan open and running when it's rainy, and it's going to give you good airflow. It's a very cool thing. Also, check out the backlighting behind that mirror. This has a backlit morning mirror. If you are a zombie who is mean in the morning, like me, you're going to love this. Because you can flip on just the backlight, not the overhead light, not feel blinded by the light, and you can still like get ready for work, comb your hair, brush your teeth, doesn't matter. Even if you're camping, you know, I can still brush my teeth without staring at lights and thinking, I wish I were asleep. It helps me bridge that gap between sleep and awake. Also, you got the little night light. Let's see which switch this is here. Of course it's the wrong one. You've got this extra night light in here. And that little light, you see how when it's dark in here, that little bit of light makes it glow just enough in here where you can get to the bathroom and use the bathroom without disrupting your partner, you know. Now, let me flip the rest of the lights back on, if I can find the switches behind me. There we go. Porcelain foot flush stool and tons of leg room and plenty of room to get dressed when you get out of the shower. You don't have to take your naked butt to the living room to get dressed, guys. You don't think about that stuff if you've never owned a fifth wheel. You don't think about that stuff if you've never owned an RV. I go camping. I talk to people every day who go camping. Lots of you. And these are the concerns that I hear. Someone's like, man, I hate my little bathroom because I have to shut all the privacy windows in my living room to get dressed in there. And then I open all the windows back up. I get tired of it. You don't have that problem here. Now, the bed, we got a full True Queen, 60 by 80 True Queen. And that is a Simmons Beauty Sleep system there. So you've got residential grade bedding. For like the first time ever in this class, you've got some extremely nice bedding in here. Beautiful linen package, and everybody knows more pillows means more fancy. We've got approximately 140% more pillows. That means 140% more fancy, which means we get to keep our pinky 140% higher. Congratulations. TV hookups in the corner over here. Bedside stands with all kinds of outlets to charge this, that, and every other thing. Dual element reading lights. I've got them on the bright white light now for plenty of visibility, but there is a blue LED just like you saw in the bathroom for nighttime reading. And this is something that they did extremely well over here. There's two things I really want to point out. The attention to detail that is contained within this frame is incredible. Wardrobe slides are awesome. They give you lots of storage in a smaller fifth wheel at way less weight than a full bedroom slide. The problem with that is you lose a cross breeze and visibility window. Jayco doesn't have that problem. They've even got power outlets over there, so you can leave a phone charger over there. And they've even got every ceiling light has a switch, by the way. Every single one. Now you've got a great little dresser drawer over here. You got plenty of bonus closet space. But in this floor plan, they extended that slide out. This wall is actually part of the slide. The whole thing moves. So you've got this big linen cabinet for your bathroom right here. You can, if you forget a towel, you can open the door, grab a towel, close the door, and no one has to, you know, see you in all of your beautiful glory. But I looked at this and I went, oh, this is stupid. What if that door is open and someone tries to close a slide? Well, remember how I talked about Schwinn slides didn't crush a cabinet door? They're not going to crush that either. And check this out. Jayco went one step further because they saw the same thing I did. There is a sensor built into this latch. You must have this door latched, closed, for this slide out to even begin to operate. It's a safety override switch so that no matter what, you can't damage this door. And it's not going to jiggle jostle in transit. It is locked in place. This thing rocks, guys. This is such a feature-packed little fifth wheel that doesn't feel so little. It feels huge in here. I don't feel like I'm in a small fifth wheel when I walk around this thing. It has everything a couple needs, and it has done such a good job of it. You know, If you don't like this, I don't know. I guess you and I are going to have to agree to disagree. If you don't like the pillows, whatever. I'll get you one of different pillows. Don't get hung up on that. The point is, this thing, it has so much handcrafted attention to detail. Every square inch of this thing was combed over with a fine-tooth comb. And there is a reason Eagle is just screaming up the sales charts right now. They are one of the highest rated fifth wheels for customer satisfaction and sales records, and you know, quality, reliability, any word you want to apply to it, they got it, guys. They got all the right things. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.